Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. When you jump on, say hey, comment peanuts. Look at my hat. Look at Mark's hat.
You guys read it?
Can you read them?
I can't read it.
How cute are these? Our good friends, Debbie Howard and Heather Rossi sent these to us yesterday. It was the sweetest surprise and funny at the same time.
Read mine.
Mark says lead, Suds Buster.
Yeah, I'm already been promoted.
What's mine say?
Lead, sidekick.
It's not.
It says Director of Operational Affairs.
Yeah.
I like it on Lead Buster now, so I've been like.
Yeah, well, you're the only
I'm
Suds
moving on.
Buster.
Pretty soon I'll be wearing your hat.
Moving it, yeah, you wish. When you guys jump on, say hello, comment peanuts. We're gonna do 2 quick, really cute projects with 2 transfers that are about to sell out. I didn't even grab them out yet because it's been one of those days, you guys. Hi guys. So we're gonna use this one. It's called Ice Cream Cone. These ones just came out. What? When was that? Was that the first? I don't remember. But these 2 are about to sell out, and this one right here, Grow Happiness, so stinking cute. I want a shirt with this on it, so that's what we're gonna do for me. So we're gonna do a shirt today, and then we're gonna do a really cute project with the ice cream cone on here. So when you guys jump on, say hello, hit the heart button, comment peanuts. If you see that red live, up here we're live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, so comment hashtag replay. Yeah, we want to show you guys our hats. I didn't have it on yesterday because I had a bun up on my head, and I couldn't fit it. But again, thank you to
I like it.
Heather and Debbie for these.
They're pretty comfy too, actually.
It was the sweetest gift. It really made me smile.
Plus this Bill's blue.
And yeah, mine are Bill's colors. All right, I'm gonna pin my comment and we're gonna get started. I'm Brittany, this is Mark. Hit the heart button, sprinkle, comment peanuts. Hi from New Mexico, how are you? You're driving to Nashville? Well, have fun, safe travels. All right, I pinned my comment. So comment peanuts, we're gonna get started because I gotta leave soon to get the kiddos. We're gonna use a t-shirt here. I like the Comfort Colors brand. I used to do Bella and Canvas, but I really like the Comfort Colors recently.
Do you want me to like chalk this on there?
Yeah, if you want to chalk it in Dune. So we're gonna do it 2 different ways, you guys. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways to watercolor. When I do it with paste, a lot of the times I'll chalk it in Dune and then I'll go in and fill the colors in. With this, I'm gonna chalk it all in Storm ink and then I'm gonna water down my colors and fill in, and then we'll heat set it. Well, I'll probably heat set it tomorrow, but Mark's just gonna sand this with a 220 grit, kind of rough up the sides, and then he's gonna chalk the whole thing in Dune because I'll fill it in with the other colors. Hi Teresa, hi guys. Aren't our hats cute? Mine doesn't make as much sense without Mark with me, but.
Right.
The holders for the transfers are in my Amazon link, so if you comment peanuts, check your messenger, you can check that out. So because we're doing a shirt today, we're gonna use an ink mat. This one's dirty, you can tell. This is the one we did our carrots on. But we're gonna go ahead and fold it in half. These are sticky. You guys, I have had a bunch of people ask us if we can do the cutouts for these. I am waiting for confirmation. I've messaged several times and I can't get an answer. So I know that there's some designers that have them listed already. If we can list them, I will let you guys know as soon as we can. But as of right now, we're just kind of waiting. I don't want to get in any kind of trouble. I know with copyright issues, you know, whatever. But I will keep you guys posted if I find out we can do them. So these are reusable silkscreen transfers, you guys. You could make 50 of these shirts if you wanted to. This is my first time using it, but I'm not gonna fuzz it because we're gonna put it on a shirt. So Mark's gonna be putting his on the 5x7 Chubby, which just restocked. So he is going to fuzz, okay? But we're just gonna place this on here. I usually go like a hand sideways. You guys can, you know, be the judge. I know there's like things that you can buy to like line t-shirts up. I'm not that finicky with this stuff. So we're just gonna place it down. Make sure at least it looks somewhat straight. It does not, so let me fix it. Hi Jennifer, hi guys. How's everybody's day going? We're getting ready for the cutout sale. I've been cutting some cutouts, getting stuff ready so we can start like glue dotting and all that stuff. Yeah, we have some really good stuff.
Seems like forever.
Well, last year. Oh, cutout sale.
Oh,
yeah.
just in general, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna chalk this in, all in Storm is what I'm gonna do. But the grass, I'm actually gonna mix up sweet pea. You guys know I love sweet pea. I do it all the time, but I've never done it with ink. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that up really quick. I gotta give Mark a squeegee. He's gonna chalk that Dune outline for me. So let me just get this open. Hi Terry, how are you? Aren't the hats cute? I think that was just the sweetest, most thoughtful gift.
Yeah, it's funny.
Cracks me right up. They were packaged up and they had, one said Mark and one said Brittany, and they had like, you know, they were on little chalk suede tags. Can you open this? I cannot get it at all. And then we're gonna add a little bit of black velvet ink to it, which I thought I got out. The cutoff sale is at 8 p.m. Eastern, but if you can't make it live, you'll be able to claim through, I think we're gonna do Tuesday.
Probably, yeah.
But either way, if you can't make it live, like I said. All right, so this is a full jar of sage ink. We're gonna add, I add a little bit of black velvet to it at a time. So I'm gonna add like that much. I can always add more. And then just mix it up. You guys know I love to mix colors, and sweet pea is like my favorite color paste right now. Green's my favorite, but I've never done it with ink, but it's the same thing, so it'll be perfect. How's everybody's day going? Mark started, he took some of the, call them baseboards, right?
The baseboard.
Baseboards.
That's what,
brought them
that's
in.
the starting point for that little guy.
And he's starting to like tape down where all the studs are so he can get those up. I'm gonna add just a little bit more black to this. Where do I get my t-shirts? Amazon. They're in my Amazon link. Pretty much anything, if it's not from Chalk or our Etsy site, it's in my Amazon link. Pretty much. So I'll chalk the whole thing in Storm, and then just the grass I'll do in green, and then I'm gonna water down some other colors. Is that what I wanna do? Yeah, because I'm gonna water down some white to do Snoopy in his ear, yeah. Right? Yes, that's what I'm doing. Just came in from mowing. We're supposed to get a bunch of thunderstorms. I got a message that Parker's meet was canceled, and then his practice was canceled, because usually they have practice if their meet's canceled. But then Sophie still has practice.
Oh,
so,
she does?
Yeah, till 4. But I'm like, darn it.
Oh, I guess it's early.
Yeah.
I think if they cancel.
We'll still get home a little bit earlier though. I think I'm gonna go after I get Parker and Delaney. I think I'm gonna run to a nail salon and tell them I want these off because they're driving me crazy. They're so bad that like my hair is getting caught underneath of them. It's been like a month and a half. I've never gone that long without getting my nails done. But honestly, we just haven't had time to like do anything, so I'm better off just taking them off for now. Yes, comment peanuts. All right, I'm gonna chalk this whole thing in Storm ink, other than my grass, like I said. Hey, Judy. You guys, sometimes you'll get this ink that looks like, I don't know, kind of really thick. It still works just the same, promise. It's not gonna hurt anything. It'll be good to go. I'm just gonna do, I think I'll do the flower. Yeah, we'll just do the whole flower in Storm, because I'll fill it in. But then I'm gonna do the grass in Sweet Pea. Hi Ada, hi guys.
Okay.
So ink takes a lot longer to dry than our paste, in case you guys have never tried our ink. So I could just let this sit overnight and then heat set it in the morning. Once you heat set these, you guys, they're permanent. You can wash and dry it just like normal. This is ink on here, but I just did it in black. This was from the first Peanuts collection. What is that part right there? Is that grass or?
It's tail, isn't it?
Is it? Okay, it is. Has CC ever made a paste color based off a color you created? They have not. But why don't you suggest that to them? They should do that, I feel like. I wish they would. Sweet Pea, for sure. What do you guys think next month's color of the month's gonna be? I have it. Don't tell them. It is really pretty.
Let me guess.
Guys. You're gonna like it, I think.
I do think.
They're gonna like it.
I forgot the name already, but I know what it looks like.
I know the name. I know the name. And then we're gonna mix up some colors to watercolor this with. This is another one of those that I got inspiration from Brenda. You guys know Brenda has like the best ideas, but I loved her color she picked for this, and I knew I wanted it on a shirt, so I thought this would be.
I'll just give him a hint.
No.
It's.
No. You can't do that.
It's not
sir.
black.
It's not black.
There you go.
It's not black. It's not white.
There you go. That's all I can say.
That's all he can say.
Really pretty.
All right, then I'm gonna do the grass in our Sweet Pea color, yeah. And then once we let this dry for just a little bit, I'm going to watercolor it in. But while we're waiting for that, we'll watercolor the other part.
Did you stick all these on the ink?
Yeah, so they wouldn't move.
Does it work?
It did, but then there got to be so much in there, I don't think it matters anymore.
Oh.
Alright, let's peel this up. Peel slowly, you guys. Always check your fingers with ink. But just peel slowly because if you missed anything, you can lay it back down.
Oh, so pretty. Wash it.
We're not going to use it again, but yeah. So there's that. It looks cute even just like that.
Just filling.
But we're going to water this stuff down. Mark, if I have to be quiet, so do you. That's right. You can't tell. Look how cute that is, though. What do you guys think? Hit the heart button. You think it's going to be orange? We got any other guesses? Orange? Everybody's saying orange. You guys all think it's going to be orange, huh? I feel like they should make sweet tea too, Laura. But I'm biased. Hi, Sandy. A taupe or a brown would be awesome. Hi, Kathy and Mary Jane. Hi, everyone. All right, we're going to set this to the side and let that kind of do its thing, dry while we work on... Mark, where'd you put that rectangle?
Right there, please. Or it's behind your computer.
Oh.
And the change is right there on the post call.
So Mark chalked this. I was going to have him put it lower and I forgot to tell him.
I actually want it centered.
I know, sorry. So we just sanded it around the edges with an 80 grit, 220 over the top, and then he just did it in Dune. I'm not going to worry about watercoloring in Snoopy. I'm just going to watercolor in the ice cream, and I'm going to use Peachy Keen and Camel for my ice cream.
Done with that.
So like I said, when you watercolor, you have two options. You can do it this way, where you chalk like an outline, and then you go back in and do it, or what we're going to do here in a couple minutes when we water it down. A beige would be great. A metallic deep peach. That sounds pretty. Hi, Reedy. All right, let me make sure this is dry. Did you dry it?
I did a quick dry. It should be was a better one.
Nope, it's still a little wet. So we'll make sure it's super dry. And then I'm actually not going to water these down. I'm just going to leave it. And then we'll chalk it again in black and they'll pop. You think it'll be a pink? That would be good. If you guys don't know what color of the month is, it's something we have every single month on the first of the month. And we actually have some other exciting things happening on the first of the month this month as well. So keep your eyes, ears, eyes peeled, whatever. Whatever I'm trying to say here. All right, I'm gonna grab a couple paint brushes. And then we're gonna fill this in. I'll start with my Peachy Keen. Do you think it's gonna be some type of green? Shelly, I just did it. Sage, and then I add a little bit of black to it until I get it where I want it.
Pretty.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our Peachy Keen and just start filling in.
Thought about showing them a couple things for the cutout sale, but better wait till.
Well, I already have a couple things in the banner, so we don't need to show them much more yet.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a pretty good one. We have quite a few items. I want to say like close to 40. There's quite a bit. But really, really cute. And we have like some good stuff. You guys know we always do like just some words and stuff so you can like use it.
However you want.
Yeah, however you want. And like, you know, you could put it on a round and then use a transfer or whatever, you know, you feel like.
What color's that?
This is Peachy Keen. It's one of my favorites.
Looks more peachy.
We're gonna have peach ice cream, y'all.
What flavor is it?
Peach.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that
He's,
is that what peach ice cream looks like though?
I don't know. It's probably a little bit lighter.
I've never
but
had it.
You're funny. You cracked me right up, bud. Oh, slide
just
my
because the
back.
color peach doesn't necessarily mean that the flavor is.
A deep purple red. Wouldn't that be like currant jam though? We had a Napa. That was a color of the month.
Deep.
You never know though. I mean, there's only so many colors in the rainbow.
Like this? Yeah, currant jam.
Currant jam is kind of like that, but there's different hues of anything, obviously.
You can make them, yeah. You go to like Lowe's and look at the paint
I know.
options and your eyes like,
All the different.
they all look the same to me. I don't know.
All the different options. We had, I told you guys we had 4 boxes of broken flooring, and so they came to get it
stupidest
today.
thing.
4 boxes, right? So they're like, what? I don't know.
They're
this
5
tall,
foot. They're 5 foot.
5 foot tall. They sent 2 guys in this huge box truck to pick it up, and the guy like hit our tree out front.
Yeah, I had to stop them.
I'm
they were
like,
hitting our tree
why would they send-
which was hitting the power line and stuff. I'm like, what in the world?
But
Either
why
way,
would they send such a big truck?
the amount you spend,
Yeah.
send 2 guys in a box truck from close Home Depot over here is like what 45, 50
Yeah.
minutes.
And then I got a message because they sent the other 2 boxes that came, or 4 boxes that came, were all broken. And so we refused delivery, I told you guys. And they were going to send it to Home Depot for us this time. So that, like, you know, it's like a second line where, like, they check it. And if there's something wrong, then, you know, they would take care of it or whatever. So I got a message today that it was in. And they said, you have a pickup window between 11 and 2:30. And I said, well, that's not going to work.
Yeah, we live
like,
an hour away.
Seriously? Not happening.
Home Depot's alright, but this order hasn't been very...
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You think it's going to be a purple? All right, we're going to do camel for our ice cream.
And if you pick them up and, like, I'm not there or whatever...
I was going to just grab them today because...
Okay, that's fine, but open the ends.
Yeah.
Because those ones, we had some that were sealed and they were still broken.
Okay.
So they can bring them out because they're heavy and just pop the end open or something.
So we're just going to fill this in with camel here. And then, like I said, we'll chalk back over top of it. I got to get the smaller brush. If you guys are just jumping on, say hello, comment. Peanuts, like I said, these 2 are about to sell out. We were told they're low quantity, and I don't think they'll restock. I know like the normal ones will, but I'm not sure about summer. So I wouldn't wait if you guys like these 2.
The next t-shirt you make, can you make me one of those?
Yeah, I want to do the USA one for both of us. Yeah, that one came out at the same time. That one's super cute, but that one doesn't show low quantity yet. So I wanted to make sure we did these ones before they sold out. Hi, Penny. And like I said, I'm still waiting on confirmation about cutouts. I'll let you guys know if we can make them or not. I wouldn't see why not. Like, I understand there's like copyright issues, but like if you put, you know, if I don't like market it as, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I try to do things by the book, so I don't want to get in trouble just in case. I do know there are some designers that have them listed. I had a couple people message me that. Vanilla ink. We were supposed to be getting vanilla ink. I'm not sure
It's coming.
what happened with it, but a watermelon color. Well, we had watermelon, shimmer. We used to have shimmer watermelon. I'm sorry, that's a lie. We have shimmer or metallic strawberry swirl now.
Yeah, what's that all about?
All right, can you do me a favor and take this and get it as dry as you can? That's our shirt we did. I'm gonna get this dry and then we'll chalk it again in black. I'm also going to mix up a couple colors on the watercolor. I'm going to do bumblebee with a little bit of bark to make like a mustard yellow. And then obviously we still have our sweet pea. And I'm also going to use, why did I grab this? I was going to use Nominee ink, but I must have changed my mind. So Nominee ink is currently, it was a color that was only available last month for Perks members and designers. I have quite a bit of it, so if you guys would like a jar, it's exclusive, it's $16 a jar. Send me a message and I can send you a jar. We'll get this dry. So this is what it looks like. Cute. And then we'll wax it and then we'll chalk it in black. I think it'll be really, really sweet when we're done. Hi, Cindy. How is everyone? Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that is a lot of broken flooring. And it was like really easy to break when they were putting it down too. It was kind of crazy. Thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, today and tomorrow are the last days to join our club and get those 5 free transfers as well, you guys, if you're interested. So just comment peanuts for the info. And yeah, the Perks discount's amazing too. Get this dry. Almost there. Mark's drying our t-shirts, and then we'll water down our colors to do that. So now what I'm going to do, this is what we have, but I'm just going to take my surface wax and apply that over top. That'll just make sure that we don't pull any of this piece up. And then the dune, like I said, that was just an outline. You're not going to see that anymore. Because you're going to see black. So here's our transfer again. Mark already cleaned it. Nominee ink's available on the website, but only for designers, Lori. That's why you see it. Only designers can get it. It might be Perks members as well, but I'm not sure because that was available last month for designers and Perks members. But when I made the cart link just now, it said items won't show for anyone but designers, so I think it's just designers. All right, so now we're just going to line it right back up exactly where We had it the first time. Right there. Press it down, and then we'll go in with our black velvet paste. And top, over top of it. Wait, you see how cute this will be. This would make like the cutest little garland. That's another thing they did with it in the lookbook. It's super cute. Has your flag fallen behind you? Oh no, it has! Those darn magnets. I'm telling ya. I put like 12 of those bad boys on there. And it still fell. Look how cute.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that adorable?
That's cool.
So cute. Alright, I'm gonna throw this in the sink. We'll fix our flag. Can't have
I'll do
a
it.
flag. Yeah, but it won't stay. I fixed it yesterday too. Like no matter what I do, there's so many magnets on it.
It's pretty.
I posted that video. It was on the talk page last night. So if you guys want
Check
to
it
watch
out.
that, it's
That's
on
cool.
there.
That flag is so cool.
Now I can't unsee it. I know. It's still up. It's still wrong
Oh.
on the video.
Oh.
Alright, we'll let that dry a second, and then I have some ribbon here that I thought matched well. I'll probably just put it along maybe the bottom.
I didn't know.
I was gonna go lower, but it's okay, it's not a big deal. So now, Mark has our shirt dry. I know, isn't Snoopy on the ice cream cone so cute? So now we have our, well I wanna leave it somewhere they can see it here.
I don't want to set it.
So here's our shirt. Like I said, we did Storm ink and then the Sweet Pea ink. And now, we're just gonna take some color trays and I'm gonna water down my paste. What do I need? Just 3. I need white, marvelous, sweet pea. I think I need 4. And I don't have white either. No, none of our wood products are reusable. Just chalkboards.
Don't you like sand?
Yeah, you can sand it. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna move this for a second because I don't want to get anything on it. Let's mix up our colors first. I don't need much of this, any of this really. I just need a little bit. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit of my sweet pea just for the flower. Not even that much. Like I really need hardly anything. I looked for it on the chalk site. Yeah, so it's only available for designers. That's why it is. But if you want a jar, send me a message and I can send it out to you. It's $16 a jar. And then a little bit of marvelous. Is that what I want to do, or do I want to do? I don't know. I'm so torn. Yeah, I'm gonna do yellow, but we're gonna mix one up. I don't love like bright yellow. It's not my jam. So we're gonna mix up a little bit of Bumblebee. I need Mark to open that for me. Unless I want to do nominee. I could do nominee for Woodstock. It wouldn't be exact, but we'll do that instead. I can do what I want, right? I can do what I want. That doesn't fit that one.
You're the color master.
I'm the color master. I can make the center of
I feel it's gonna be a pretty bad storm later.
strawberry blossoms, gold. So I can make Woodstock.
Oh, look at these.
Gold. What? Yeah, there's little bugs. I left the
Little
window
flies.
open so that,
A billion of them.
or the door open when I was cutting earlier, and now there's like a ton of little flies in here. Suzanne, does it show up for you then? Is it on there for Perks members again? Because it wasn't. It was on there just for designers at one point. Last month it was available for Perks members and designers. I was wondering if it was there for you now. All right, water that down.
How cute that is.
It's so cute.
Snoopy sleeping on it.
Snoopy sleeping on an ice cream cone. I wish I was sleeping on an ice cream cone.
That'd be a little cold.
Just add water to these. The goal of this is to make it so we can still see the storm ink, so that's why we're watering it down. That's why I said there's 2 different ways to do it. The way we did it with the Dune paste. And you could do that with ink too, but you would just have to heat set your layers in between. That's the only thing. Because if you're gonna do a layer of ink underneath, you would want to make sure you heat set. Just got home from work eating lunch. That's what I need to do. I need to grab like a protein bar or something before I leave to get the kiddos. Alright, so we got that good and watered down. Can I give you these, Mark? Alright. Move these to the side so I don't get anything on them. Look on the Chalk website. Okay, is it available for you guys still? Okay, because last month, like I said, it was available for both. It was a promotion in March, but now it's back, so that's a good thing. All right, we're gonna grab some paint brushes. I'm gonna grab a little bit of a bigger one for Snoopy, and then some smaller ones for other details here. One more. Okay, awesome. So yeah, Perks members and designers can get it. But like I said, if you're not either one of those and you want a jar, just send me a message. All right, we're gonna go in with our sweet pea, and we're just going to fill in our flour here. I want to see the outline, but not so much like the inner part, if that makes sense. But then again, you just heat set this once it's dry, and then you can wash and dry it like normal. I think I'll even just kind of go along the stem here to give it a little color. There's that. And then I'm going to grab another one. Do our flour.
Sounds like it's already thundering.
It does.
Weird.
Are you guys supposed to be getting a storm?
It's supposed to rain for like 3-4 hours, according to the.
We're supposed to be getting.
It's been humid. I got a feeling
Quite
it's
the
gonna be
storm.
pretty. Yeah. So stinking cute.
So stinking
It's
cute.
kind of
I
fun. You
can't
make a
stand
T-shirt
it.
and then you can like wear it.
I know. Never thought I'd be making my own shirts, that's for sure. They're just like soft, muted colors, right? I think it's just super pretty. Again, just trying to kind of make sure you can still see that storm ink through.
Should wear hats more often.
I should?
Yeah, you can pull it off.
I can pull off a hat, Mark says. Isn't it cute? Yeah, this is a good shirt. I like this one.
I go near Bill's hat.
Oh, this one's not a Bill's hat, bud.
No, it's still. I know that. I'm just saying.
Almost done with this part. It's kind of like therapeutic though. It's kind of like coloring. I used to love coloring.
See, it pays off when you're a kid. You had a coloring book.
And
You're like,
then,
when am I ever going to need this?
yeah.
No.
Now look at me. I just got out of the shower not long ago and I feel like my cheeks are on fire. In Oklahoma, you're having flooding? Oh
Yeah.
no.
They are. You're really red.
It's because I take really hot showers. Mark always says, well, maybe you shouldn't take such hot showers. Well, if it's not scalding hot, what's the point? That's kind of how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than a scalding hot shower.
Mine is a scalding warm shower.
Yeah, his is too cold for me. Way too cold. You gonna look at some comments?
In Oklahoma, we're still having flooding.
Yeah, that's what she just said. Isn't that awful? We'll keep you in our prayers. That's not fun.
I want to make shirts and sweatshirts, but still very hesitant.
Oh, don't be hesitant, girl. I promise you, it is so easy.
And if you are, just buy a couple like really cheap
Yeah, go to the
anything,
Dollar.
or like
Don't they have shirts at the Dollar Tree? I know they have them at Dollar General.
or old shirts or something, and just
But
play around with
I
it.
promise you, it's once you do it, it's way easier than you think. I promise. All right, for the middle of the flower, I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of nominee because you guys know nominee is my favorite. Except I'll start with Woodstock, I think. Nothing better than a nominee Woodstock, right? I think I need a smaller paintbrush. That guy's a little bit too big. We're quiet today, I've noticed. Mark's looking at the weather.
I'm just curious what it is next couple of days.
That's kind of where we're at.
I can't cut anything when it's very nice outside. Not too bad. Yes.
The weather? I was really hoping Sophie's practice would be canceled. Nothing better than when practice is canceled so we get home at a good time.
At least hers is, well, you said till 4, but yesterday she was done till 4:30.
Yesterday was 4:30, but today it's going to be till 4.
Oh, that's weird. Sounds like everybody's getting some kind of
Weather.
bad weather. Had to put the AC in soonish.
I know, it's been warm.
So you're supposed to cool down a little bit.
Michael's shirt looks nice and they're 30% off. There you go. Not much is cheap at Michael's, so. How's the tail? I don't know. Oh, the tail. I see how it goes. Never mind, we're good.
Can you find a picture of him?
No, I got him. We got him.
It's definitely a woman thing, the hot shower bath thing.
See?
I thought we saw mine were like
No, he takes it's like tepid. His are like not.
tepid.
Yeah, it's not warm.
It's well,
Yeah.
it's because women's skin is much more like delicate and
I don't think that's true. What are you talking about?
makes sense.
That makes no sense. What do you mean? Women's skin's more delicate, but we take hotter showers. I don't understand what you're saying there.
Science behind it.
The science behind it. Alrighty.
No question.
Yeah, see? Scalding hot baths. It's where it's at. I get it.
When it comes to hot and like really cold, no thank you.
He can't handle cold either. He's such a wimp. He like pools. He's such a baby.
Whatever.
He is. He's the biggest wimp when it comes to that stuff.
Doesn't make sense. I could probably like cut a finger off and not even flinch.
That's true, but he is a wimp when it comes to warm or hot water. Even like hot tubs. Like he likes to get in a hot tub,
yeah.
but getting in, he's like,
brutal.
Hi, Christina.
Takes me about 10 minutes, but once I'm in.
Again, I'm just kind of avoiding his eye and his mouth, so you can still see that through here. I think that's cute. A little gold Woodstock.
Just start there. We gotta, might have to do this one.
That's a good one, isn't it?
This one's pretty.
There's a cutout that I have ready for the sale, and Mark likes it.
Gorgeous.
Almost done with Woodstock. Then we just have to do the middle and Snoopy, and then, like I said, I'll let this sit overnight, and then I'll heat set it tomorrow, and then maybe I'll wear it for my live tomorrow. Because tomorrow we'll do one final project with this month's club, since you won't be able to get it after tomorrow. Yeah, makes no sense, Mark.
Yeah, it's already whatever.
Yeah. Look how cute he is. I'm just gonna kind of fill in some of the flower as well, just where you can see the white through here. Just kind of give it a little color there in the center. And then we'll go in and do our Snoopy. I got everything else, right? Yeah. So I have my whites watered down here. Love taking hot showers, see? So now we're just gonna, you could leave Snoopy as is, but because he's white, I'm gonna give him a little bit of white here. Look how cute. It's gonna be adorable. you guys are just jumping on, say hello, comment peanuts. You guys are real quiet today. I feel like I'm talking to myself. You're listening? Thanks, honey. Almost done with this part. And then we'll just put our ribbon on our other part we did. So you heat set these with either an easy press, like a Cricut, easy press, heat press, whatever, or an iron. You have two options. And then, like I said, you can wash and dry it just like normal. And it's not like vinyl where like it can crack, you know what I mean? It lasts like really well. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. I gotta get a smaller brush for by his ear. You're interested, you're intently watching? Okay, good. Gives me anxiety when I feel like I'm by myself.
Hello?
Like nobody wants to watch you anymore.
I'm here.
Mark's here. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little bit of a smaller brush. Finish this up. I need like more brushes apparently. A little bit better. Color brings it to life, right? I think it's adorable. So cute. His little smile, so precious. Love the pattern used for the background. Looks like chicken wire. Does it? Well, that was not my intention. I promise you that. Chicken wire is not so much my jam anymore. And we still have our ink mat in here, so like if it goes through, not a big deal. Woodstock's supposed to be yellow? Yeah, but like I said, I can do what I want. You guys notice that when somebody says something like, are you supposed to do it that way? There's no rules, you guys. Why do you guys think there has to be rules? There's not rules. I promise you, we talked about this. I said I was gonna make him like Bumblebee and bark, but then I decided I wanted to make him down to me. And it's my shirt, so I can make it how I want, right? I don't know why people feel like things have to have, you know, there's no rules. There's no rules. Yeah, it's a good one. This is such a good transfer. I like this one a lot. I don't think I'd ever tell somebody like they're doing something the wrong way or, you know what I mean? Just let people be. Let them craft. Let them do their thing. And if you don't like it, watch somebody else, I guess. I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying.
I do.
This is so cute. He's gold for 100 years. There you go. See? He had his 100th birthday, so now he's gold. He upgraded, in my opinion, because I'm not a yellow girl. Although I love me some gold. Almost done. This is so cute. I don't care who you are. It's adorable. I'll definitely wear it tomorrow after we heat set it. If you guys need like instructions on heat setting, I can send those to you. Usually I show it live, but I'm not gonna have time today. Gotta go get the kiddos. You would make them purple? See? You can have a purple Woodstock, Tina. Listen, no judgment. I would never tell you what color to make your projects. If I ask for opinions, that's one thing. But when somebody says, like, I'm doing something wrong or, you know, that just puts a bad taste in my mouth. Not a fan of that stuff. And it happens quite a bit. Just filling in a little bit more over here. Not his nose. Is the end of his nose? I know it's black. Is the whole end of his nose black? On this one, it's got black and white. I gotta look at the picture of him really quick. What do you guys think? How cute is this? I love it. I might even take a little bit of black and just bring his mouth and eye out a little bit so you can see it a little better, because you can see it if you look close. But because I opted to make him nominee, it's a little bit darker, so I think I'll just take a little tiny paintbrush and just kind of bring those out just a little bit. Like that. There. Now you can see it a little better. I gotta look at his nose, that's what I was doing. Let's just double check here. Yeah, you do you. That's right. That's the thing. Everybody should just do you. How long does the ink take to dry? So you can dry it with a quick dry tool. Like I can have it dry within the next couple minutes, and then we could heat set it. But because I'm getting ready to leave to get my kids, I'm just gonna let it sit. But it would probably dry like what, Mark? You think within an hour or so? Maybe a little.
I don't know exactly.
I'm not positive, to be honest with you. Usually if I'm gonna like let it sit, I just let it sit overnight. But it doesn't take that long. I gotta mute that black a little bit because that's a little bit. I'm gonna take my Storm ink. I don't love how like in your face that black is in there. Just take a tiny bit of Dune and just kind of lighten it up just a little bit. I want to be able to see it, but I also don't want to like I think that's better. All right, I'll turn this around and show you guys what we got. We'll add our ribbon on and then we'll be done. Like I said, comment peanuts for the supplies. And when you heat set, you guys, make sure you remove the ink mat because otherwise it'll melt to your shirt and you don't want that to happen. So we did this guy and then this one. This ribbon right here is in my Amazon link. It's that like, you guys know that ribbon I like that's like torn. You can do that with the fabric too. We're just gonna cut a little piece and tie it around here. I'm gonna do it at the bottom, I think. I don't want to cover it that much, so I might fold it in half. And we'll just make just a simple little bow. You guys know I like my bows. And then we'll just kind of trim this down just a little bit. I don't think I want it quite that big, just a little bit smaller. And then we'll trim these. How cute though. I love these two transfers. I gotta fix his eye. That's gonna bother the heck out of me, but we'll fix it here in a little, well, probably tomorrow I'll fix it, but okay, cute. What do you guys think? Hit the heart button for me. Thank you. Isn't it cute? Thank you so much, Terry. I appreciate it. When drying ink, would you release it from the ink mat? So I don't. If I'm going to use a quick dry tool, I leave the ink mat in there. But if once you go to heat set it, then you want to remove it. Does that make sense? Yeah, ink for this, paste for this. Okay? What do you guys think? Aren't they cute? I love them. What do you think? Hit the heart button. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, comment peanuts before these sell out. They're adorable. This one's actually not chiffon. I do like chiffon ribbon, but this one's definitely more like a linen, not chiffon. But that is it, my friends. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, you can leave the ink mat in, like if you're letting it dry overnight, or if you're using your quick dry tool. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just remove it before you heat set it. That's the only thing you want to do, because otherwise it will melt, you know, to your project. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Let us know if you guys have any questions. Join the club before today or tomorrow so you can get those 5 free transfers. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the last day of the month. Take care.